We lost a trade last Friday, right? Yesterday, we lost a trade. I personally took a break even, but I got filled bad, and I ended up losing $500, right? So let's explain how we missed the good trade because of news, and then let's explain our loss. Okay, so we did everything in a good way, right? We were right. So here, this was Thursday candle. We know, or we see that we took external liquidity, right? And we had a daily fair value gap sitting now, right? And we had also true week open sitting down here, right? True week open is the open of the Tuesday candle, right? So this is true week open, and it usually acts as a magnet for thank God it's Friday setups, right? So this is a gem. You need to note it down, right? Okay, so comment into markets open, okay, right? So we were here, right? So this was 8 a.m. and then 9 a.m. will open here, okay? So I told everyone that we were in a bearish fair value gap, but we were also sitting in this bullish fair value gap, right? But this was H4, by the way. So I told them that we were sitting between these two, right? But the only SMT that happened at market open, we will see that at market open, Nasdaq was respecting that H1 fair value gap. Still have problems with trading view. Okay, so let's go back to H1. This is not H1, by the way. All right, so we were here, okay? And then at market open, let's go to 5-minute chart, right? So here's our gap. Here is our range highs. Even this, right? So we want to see SMT in here, okay? So markets opened, right? And as soon as market opened, or even before, I guess, we had this at market open, we had this sudden, let's go back. So here at market open, we can see that Nasdaq took these highs, yes, but YM already took this high while Nasdaq was respecting, right? So we were seeing that Nasdaq was like the weakest one or the strongest one to going down, okay? So I was waiting for a CSD, right? Because we have SMT everything, right? So now ES took that high as well, right? Nasdaq still did nothing, okay? Now, here we had another SMT because ES took the external range and Nasdaq not. So these are stacked SMTs, right? And then here I signaled that this will be very good CSD, right? But I will not take it because we had news at 10, okay? Now, next candle confirms the CSD but closes way lower, right? So the play was to put limits, right? So put limits in the H1 CSD or the M5 CSD, wait for it to get filled and target 2 hours, right? So if we did that, this was a fill, right? And this was TP, okay? So instead of that, we were a bit impatient, to be honest, but it was kind of a good setup as well, right? So because target was at least this low, right? So here we printed this M15 fair value gap, okay? So this candle printed, confirmed this M15 fair value gap, okay? So the play was wait for price actually to go to this M15 fair value gap, say SMT with ES and M1 CSD, okay? So if we play price, we can see that here, right? As you can see, we have SMT because again, ES took this high, right? And NQ didn't, all right? Another thing, right? This is why I took this CSD as well, right? So if we anchor the fibs from the bodies, right, last stop hunt, right, and if you can look closely, right, we have SMG here, right, between these lows, okay, here, right? So I anchored my fib to the bodies, right, and I saw that price was rejecting the -2, right? So rejection, clear rejection from here, right? Then we changed the stage of delivery, right? So I entered, okay? I entered shorts, I signaled it, told you guys, so that you guys also took the trade, okay? Now this needed price to go give us the 2R instantly, right? But instead of that, we were at 1R, right? So we got almost 1R, 1.8. Yeah, not even 1R, okay? So instead of that, they just souped this low, right? They closed above model number 1. Next candle. And they consolidated for a bit, right? So here when I saw the consolidation, and remember the last video when I told you about -2, when it will consolidate, it's usually a continuation to this level, right? So we were here, right? So I took an entry in this candle here, and then I added in here, right? So my average was here. So when this candle happened, I wrote, and I told you guys that I were break even because I had mom visiting. So this candle took me out break even. I was done, right? But then, so this was a good trade, right? Because the CSD was good. We had an inverse fair value gap. We came from -2.25, right? Everything was good, right? But they just decided, because price action was so bad, and we knew it, right? Because they CSD another time, by the way, right? Just to go take that CSD again, and then if you can see, they stop. Okay, if you can see, they inversed or they CSD at minus 3.5 to the tick. Okay, so this is pretty important. Unfortunately, we can't win all the trades, right? But we learned a lot. If we just took the M5 model, which governed the price to go back to this fair value gap, right? But we took our chances in this fair value gap, but they just decided to take us out, right? So if you can see as well, we had this hourly rejection block that we were mitigating in that M15 fair value gap, right? And if we grade that wick, right, you can see that they reversed at 75, right? And our entry was also at the lower gradient, right? So this was a high probability area for me, to be honest. M15 fair value gap, CSD on M1 from the lowest gradient of that wick, rejection block, right? But they just decided to do whatever they wanted, okay? So this was a beautiful trade that unfortunately got us stopped. We had the bias, we knew everything, but unfortunately we can't control markets, okay? So again, I hope you learned a thing or two. This is for me and was a good trade, but it was not a problem. We will not cry about it, okay? So to be honest, the price action these days is by far the worst price action I saw in my life, okay? So if you are learning now in these conditions, I'm sending you a hug, and yeah, it will be easier, I promise, okay? Okay, that's all for today's video. I'll see you guys later. Ciao, ciao.